Lit. That's good. That's good. Well, sweet. Ready?
No. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was like getting lost and looking at some monitors and shit. It is nice when you're shooting like bigger things and have like a lot of like lights on set, so you're not looking at like a tiny screen and being like,
one of those is nice.
Yeah, you're just like, wait, is everything like actually, cut out? Like you might miss something that's, this small on your monitor,
but everybody can see it on their screen like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially when you're getting tired.
We here. We live. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tradeskills. We are in the beautiful Pretoria Brewery. I'm sure you've seen this location before if you've ever watched the show. And you've probably seen Austin. I think this is your third time on here?
Second time, I think.
No.
Third?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we did a show.
We did one at Jake's.
Yeah.
Because you were like this as your picture, and then one at Collins.
Yeah, we did Jake's, before it burned
R.I.P.
down.
Jake's house.
Yeah. R.I.P. the workshop.
R.I.P. the workshop. That was a great
and then
location.
we did Collins' house for that one time. Okay. Yeah, so third time.
Because I don't think you popped in when we were out there during COVID.
No.
We were filming. I got in trouble for it, but
the hammock days.
Yeah, those are good days. I mean, it was good and bad. Good and bad. Well, if you guys don't know, Austin Smith, he is one of the brewers here, but we've talked about that before, and you might have seen it. But we're going to talk about kind of his business, his photography. It's Crooked Window Photography, so you can check him out on Instagram, see the photos if you're interested in any of that. You and your hubby, or it doesn't matter. If you're just interested in getting some awesome photos taken, he can get it done.
Yeah.
I don't know what your availability is like, but I'm sure you find some way to work it out.
Pretty booked up throughout this year.
We only got a month left in this year, so that's...
Yeah. It's been... I mean, obviously with COVID, there's a big downslope. I was working out some deals with the city and going to be doing some stuff for the tourism department work, and then COVID happened, and obviously they're not budgeting a whole bunch towards tourism right now.
I feel like everybody's pretty much cutting costs and cutting corners.
Yeah. So that took a pretty big toll. But I think things have been looking up. Was able to make a little fun video, doing a sprint run, a little horror video with some friends. And that was both a nightmare within itself, trying to shoot a horror video that's most of our, one night we were there got off work, went straight there from like 5 and didn't get out till like 4 a.m. wrapping up the shoot. And
so is it like a B movie?
What?
Like a B movie style horror film?
Yeah. I mean, it's just you get, I think that 7 days we had to put together the whole film.
Did I ever tell you about my idea for a horror film?
Yeah, no. Chad was talking about that. He's like, "What if we just do? Yeah, you're the rag."
Rag.
Yeah, I was like, no, we're not.
I mean, it just sounds like something that would be funny. I don't think anybody would take it serious. I don't think anybody would be scared by it, but I think it would just be hilarious.
Comedy.
It'd be hilarious, and if it got traction and I could hire big stars, I want The Rock to be Jake. Basically, when Jake's turning around and like making the sacrifice, when he's about to make the sacrifice, I want it basically be his back. Instead, it'd be the same clothes that Jake had on, but it would be like The Rock's. It'd be just a massive, swole body. I don't know. It's funny stuff that I think about that maybe everybody else wouldn't think is funny. It's cool. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. It's cool.
Yeah.
I had a dream as well. Did I tell you about that dream? That how it'd be a funny show.
Which one?
So I woke up one day and was just laughing because it was just so funny to me. And maybe in hindsight, it's not as funny, but in my dream, so my grandfather's a preacher. My grandmother's preacher's preacher's wife, whatever, Southern Baptist kind of deal. But I had a dream that they responded, those like really spammy emails that are like, some prince from Nigeria is
Oh, yeah.
It's something kind of like that. But
Those
it's
old
like
school.
Yeah, it's basically some people in the small town in Italy gave them a really good offer for this massive mansion in this small town in Italy, and they saw it as an opportunity to spread like the gospel, like be fishers of men, like Southern Baptist kind of thing. And so they go out there to this small town in Italy. They speak no Italian. They're not familiar. They probably haven't even traveled abroad. But they find out that this house used to be a brothel. They find that out a lot later because there's all these Italian men who are like knocking on the door trying to get in, and there's
Trying to get that nookie.
there's like a misunderstanding because they think they're there to like learn about God when they're there just to get their rocks off, and there's like this communication error, and almost everything in the house has been used as a prop or used as a place to have sex, and it's like this. The show would be called Missionary Work. It just would be a really awkward show. But some reason to me, like I woke up laughing about it, just seeing my really awkward grandma, just like, you guys are like, hey, he's like trying to talk to her about like he's wanting to get, he thinks she's like the madam, and he's like trying to go in there and get laid because that's what it used to be, it's brothel.
Yeah.
Missionary Work. You'll see it 2
Do
years
the
from now,
Lord's work.
Netflix. Just think of like It's Always Sunny and Workaholics, but with Old Baptist in Italy. It's
Yeah.
just super awkward.
It could be a pretty funny premise, though. The
What's up, Jessica?
juxtaposition.
No, I think it would be hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious enough for me to wake up, and I guess it was extra funny to me because it was actually my grandparents and my
Yeah.
grandpa.
So
And
you
they're
see like the absurdity in it.
Yes. I haven't got around to telling her because I feel like she would get really pissed. So
Yeah.
I've kind of just left it.
Might
on
get
the
a
back.
little slap.
Yeah. Anyways, I've deviated enough. We were talking about crooked window photography. You do, it's more than just photography. You do actual videos as well. What's up, Mama Sharon? You do videos like you were showing me Lauren's Wild Herbs of Iolita video, those two videos, which I think you posted them to YouTube and you have links on like Instagram
On my
and stuff.
YouTube, on my Instagram, there's one up there already.
Check them out. Like I said, Crooked Window Photography. Check it out on Instagram. You can see some of his photos.
Yeah, dude. Mostly on the Instagram, it's just my photos for boudoir and engagements, and that's where really I focus on. I get a lot of people around here hitting me up to like, hey, can I do a shoot for this or that? And a lot of the time I don't have the time to do it, and it's just not really my passion. Like I'm trying to hone the craft more for the boudoir and engagements, and I'm pretty much booked up from that. And then I also love shooting video, so I've been kind of working on that as a side projects and as my passion for creating films and telling stories. We just shot with Lauren, who is the owner and started Wild Herbs of Iolita, and went out last Friday and shot on when they were probably like 7 a.m. Shot for about 4 or 5 hours. Not really shooting the whole time, but wandering around, hiking for a couple miles back in the woods. She was teaching me way more than I ever thought I'd be learning on a early Friday morning.
Like herbalism and botany and stuff.
Yeah, just all these. Her knowledge about the plants was it's like, okay, it's not just here's the plant and here's what it can do. It's like, and here's also like the history behind the plant and like what it was used for by early settlers in here.
Right.
And then like also like, oh, what are the Native Americans? They also had rituals with this. It's like the whole. It's like, wow, all from one plant that you'd walk by, or at least I would walk by and just be like, oh, cool, like plant. Like maybe I'd appreciate the way it looked or something, but I mean, it's a library of knowledge, really.
There's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of that stuff you just pass right by and you don't, like, think of a dandelion, for like centuries, dandelions were kind of a hot commodity. I mean, you use them for teas, use them for herbal teas, use them for medicine, like. But now people just pick them out of their yard. They're seen as a weed. They toss them.
That was actually my first beer I ever brewed here was the dandelion beer. I think that was the first one my beer that I brewed. You know,
I don't remember if I had that one.
Brewing the core beer. I
know
want to do it again.
I had it, but I don't remember it too much.
Yeah, I want to brew it again. It was some people's favorite one that we've done, so I was like, okay. I don't think it was for everybody, but a couple other brewers from other breweries told me, they're like, yes, that was the one I liked. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll do it again. I definitely enjoyed it.
What all was in it? It was dandelion and...
Yeah, so I used the roots
what type of beer was
bittering. It was a Saison. So I used the French Saison yeast from 3711. And turned out really good. Awesome floral notes, a little bit of honey in there. But
I slightly remember it being up there. You guys have probably made, I would say probably 100 beer over there on that side.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, you're popping them out in groups of like, for a while there, y'all were popping them out in groups of 5 and 10.
Like 4 or 5 every.
I would see
2-3 weeks.
Yeah, I would see that board just kind of filled up there for a while. Which now up there they have that pumpkin saison, which I've had on the show before. There's the Juice Box Hero 2.0.
Juice Box 20.
Oh yeah, Juice Box 20. It's a hazy. It's a hazy IPA. But this
We've
one's
just
like
been
super
doing
hazy,
like all
right?
the Juice Box names. So we had Juice Box Hero was before that, and then now we just got Juice Box 20 off of like Matchbox 20.
Oh.
Which is like,
I definitely thought that was Juice
names.
Box 2.0. I thought it was like an upgraded version of the...
no, it's a different version. I think with that one, the grain build was a little bit different, and they the hops were changed out as well.
She's like, hey, Thrasher. I guess you saw him back there.
No, yeah, Thrasher Cat has been all over the place, hanging out with us.
Yeah. Where can I see the videos Austin has made?
So if you go on to YouTube and search Crooked Window Photography, you can do that. Also, my Facebook, Instagram has one story up right now. So Crooked Window Photography on Instagram. Go on there. It's actually posted in, I guess, the post section where you usually see my pictures. Now with the Instagram story, it'll show a little picture there, and you can click on that and watch it from the Instagram's, I guess, IGTV now.
Yeah. Are you going to do it from the, what are they called? Stories, or are they called archives? The ones down at the bottom that kind of stay there?
Well, I think with
those are really
this
good
one,
for video.
Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, kind of bad because I like making all these videos and doing stuff, but when it comes to like posting, there's so many different formats, and Instagram just changed a bunch of things with the new update.
Yeah.
So right now it lives with the pictures, but you can see it's a video, and then if you click on it, it'll go and to the video. So I think it's going to be saved there, and then I'll probably post some things in the story. I'm working on another video right now. Some of the pictures on our Instagram for Pretoria Fields Brewery, that their Instagram, Pretoria Fields Collective, I've been doing just the stout pictures. So
yeah, that Coco Loco one looked really good.
The Coco Loco one I did, and the first one I did was the first time I was ever really trying to shoot in a studio setting a beer, and that's when I was learning about all these lights reflecting off, and it turned out all right. But my second one, you tune it in, and I'm not obviously going to spend forever taking those photos. No, I'm already at work for so long anyways, and I have other paying people.
But it looked good. Like I looked at it and could instantly tell that a professional took it. Like compared to some of the other ones that they had posted on there, that it was like literally like, I don't know, some dude holding a can, and it was like probably just off their phone or something. Like it really wasn't all that great. There was no actual like photography skills or techniques that were used in that one. Yours, on the other hand, I can definitely tell. It was great. I mean, the background was all black, so you can really focus on the beer. The coconut was there. There was chocolate on the side. You built like an atmosphere so people can kind of get an idea of what actually is in the beer.
And that beer's on tap now.
Yeah, it's called Coco Loco.
Yeah, it's coconut, vanilla bean, and chocolate. And then it's tasty. We've been doing the s'mores and stouts. It's been so warm every single Sunday. Just our luck when we start, trying to get people to use the fire pit and roast marshmallows and make stout or s'mores out there and drink stouts. It's like, oh, it's going to be 77 degrees, this Sunday. Or like one Sunday it was like 80 degrees. And I was like, yeah, no one's lighting the fire and sitting around roasting marshmallows. But
She said the man was begging for, I don't see him anywhere.
oh, yeah.
He wants to begging for screen time or a shout out. Shout out to Thrasher. Holding it down, killing anything that we don't.
Yeah.
He's a bodyguard.
He's a killer.
He's the highest paid employee here.
Pay him in wet food and tuna scraps.
Yeah.
Especially Colin's always eating tuna in the morning.
A lot of window love.
Yeah.
He's a stickler for window love. Behind Austin's shoulder. Okay, that's what she's. Oh, okay. Yeah. She's seeing him over here.
Oh, nice. But our anniversary party will be December 6th. That weekend, we'll be releasing our first ever sour beer. You want to start off with that?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, let's start off with this one. So this one's actually something I don't really. I got it.
I'll let you pop it, man. You're gonna use the butterfly knife?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't have a lighter on me, but that shall work. So this beer.
Explain it a little bit. I'm super excited about it. I'm gonna buy, honestly. I say 5, but I might buy more. Who knows?
Yeah, so this is our first sour beer release that's not a kettle sour. Like our Goza and the Berry Goza, those are all kettle sours, and some of our other sours that we've had on the show. I think you guys had the Mangoza on one time, didn't you?
Yeah. We had that one. We had the what's it called? Suega.
Yeah, Suega. Margarita Goza.
Is this the first one that uses the first one we've used with Brettanomyces in it?
Yeah, so this one's barrel aged. It's been aged in white wine barrels for over a year and about 3 months on average. I blended 3 barrels together for this one that had a lot of apricot notes and some peach notes as well coming through just from the bacteria that we used. And one of them was a little bit of a combo wombo barrel. Had a lot of stuff going on in it, and we put it out on the farm and keep all the bugs over there. Went out there, put it off, and we were like, yeah, we got to throw peaches on it. So we threw, I think, total around 400 something pounds of peaches on it. On those 2-3 barrels, it was about 2.5. One of the barrels, some mud daubers got to it and it started leaking. So I was like, that one's got to go off. Yeah, it tasted great, and nothing got inside the barrel, but our beer was leaving the barrel, sadly. But yeah, we kegged it up, had the fun time of adding sugar individually to each bottle and bottle conditioned it.
The name is?
The name is 53 Footer, and it's a play off of our barrels being aged on a 53-footer truck. But a footer is a large wooden vessel that you'd use to ferment beer.
So
Foeder.
What's up, Michelle? Gil, what's going on? Gil's that dude. I had a really good sour. They used Brettanomyces. I got it in Nashville. I got it at the. It's not called the Alchemist. It's called the Pharmacy. Yeah, Pharmacy. And it was just by the description alone. I was like, sure, I'll get it. How much is it? And they're like, oh, it's a $28 bottle. And I was like, well, shit. This guy can attest to the fact that it is Vium.
Yum. Yeah, no, it's really good. The interesting thing about it too is since we aged it on peaches in a stainless steel tote that we have,
Sky Barnes, what's up?
We were able to kind of get different flavors throughout the bottling process. Once we got down to the end, there's a lot of this peach pulp and juice that was down there.
So good.
And the first ones, are more like what I was thinking it would be tasting. These ones, very juicy and heavy on the end, very peachy, but something that you really wouldn't think about drinking around this time of year that just works out so well.
No, this is awesome. And this one is, You said this is one of the batches that's a little bit more peachy.
Yeah, so this would have been towards the end of the bottling before it started getting a little too cloudy, and I was like, all right, cut it there.
Give me that cloudy stuff. I'll take it.
Yeah, we got a keg, and I marked it as like, this is the end, but we'll put that one on because it's going to be a straight, peach bomb for sure.
Is that the name of it too?
But
You're going to call it This Is the End?
this is the end, yeah, for that keg. But we'll have this on tap for our anniversary, and if we get labels in time, we'll have it bottles for sale too. I think they're going to be $8.99.
Oh shit! I'm definitely buying more than 5 then.
Oh yeah. And then other things that are coming back, we have some of our favorites coming back for anniversary party. We got Margarita Goza. I saved a keg of that, so that'll be on. And then I'll have our hype beer, which is a video I'm making right now, which is going to be hilarious, and I hope everybody loves it and shares it.
Yeah. Michelle said, "What was that look for? It is sour? Is it sour? Yes, it's very sour, and it's like, I love it." So this video, you're currently working on it, or you're getting ready to film for it, or?
Yeah, so I've been filming for it all last week, and it's about our secret project hype beer. Can't really say too much more, but watch the video. It'll be coming out.
Yeah, I'm excited to buy a bunch of these. And Sky, don't worry, I'm definitely getting you some. Pretoria Fields Forever is still coming back for the anniversary. I still have a can of that at the house.
Pretoria Fields Forever.
That was the Saison?
That was the strawberry.
No, strawberry. No, I have the...
You have the blueberry one.
What was that one called? Yeah, it's got like a rainbow on it.
Yeah, I have no clue.
It was a Saison.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of that one. So
I mean, I'm a fanboy, so I grab them up.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of that, I'm going to buy 2 bottles of these. Two bottles to save. How long is too long to store them? Like, if I have these in...
I think if you're going with the super juicy ones, you can probably store that a little bit longer because the Brett will probably still work a little bit on that.
Like a year or so? 2 years? Is that stretching it?
Just be tasting them. I mean, when anything is heavily fruited, you're going to lose a lot of the fruit flavor over time. So it really depends on what you wanted. I'd say enjoy this one fresh because all the fruit's on it. For the next one we're doing, that one could be aging a lot longer. I'm going out. We got some Flanders red style out there and some Flanders. So I'll be taking some of that Flanders and adding that to a mix of spices. And
So he said, Gil said, not much, man. Love watching you guys talking about different beers. Question is, there are a list of places here in Albany that sell Pretoria beers. Pretty much any place that sells beer, I would be super surprised if they didn't.
Yeah.
So if you look at Harvest Moon, I think I always get Sholey there because I know they're going to have at least Sholey. And it's all based off of sales. So, in South Georgia, everybody's running Bud Light, Miller Lite, or if they're really, really cheap at Harvest Moon, they're getting PBRs, High Lifes, Natty Light, stuff like that. But they'll keep Sholey. The cool place, I'm still trying to convince him to keep some Pretoria beers. He says they're not selling well, but he also didn't have any displays up to show that he even was selling beer. Like when you walk in, you see the video games, but the bar, there was nothing that showed that, hey, this is a bar that there's alcohol here. So I got him a couple of Pretoria signs. I grabbed him some swag. I might even see if I can grab him up a couple T-shirts. I know I'm pushing hard, but I work here. I feel like I'm somewhat morally obligated, I guess. Since I'm a fanboy, so I want it to be sold there. And if you have a privately owned, kind of like mom and pop kind of business, it's not a franchise, you can sell local. I mean, just always stay local if you can. I mean, I'm not saying have, only Pretoria beer, but he's kind of he's my boy, but he's kind of prudish as far as beers go. Like, I don't think he rates beers between 1 to 5. I don't think I've ever seen a 3. Anything 3 or higher. He says he's never enjoyed a Pretoria beer until the Monkin' Around, which I don't believe him.
Yeah,
because he's come up here. He's
really
come up
love
here.
that Monking Around. They did that triple.
Yeah, that was
and
good.
it's just like they're Belgium fans, and that's the style they love. It's right now we're running obviously limited amount of people back there, and
He was doing
we do want to make a quad. So
quad would be
another
good.
Belgian quad. A lot of people loved that last year.
Did you see Bruce Brothers?
I've watched a little bit of
You
it.
didn't see
but-
the belt? You didn't see the quad thing?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh God, have you heard about it? There's a part where they're in a bar and they're talking about the beer that they're coming out with, and it's a quad, and they kept talking about quad, and then this guy rolls by in a wheelchair, and he's like, "How fucking dare you?" He thinks he's talking about them. He's like, "No, we're talking about
Like
a
a
beer. We're
quadruple
talking,
thing,
yeah,
too."
we're talking about a quad, like a quad style beer." And they're like, he's like, they end up getting him kicked out of there. Both of the brothers getting kicked out of the bar. They have to go buy cans for their canning line to put out their new beer. And the guy who's running the whole thing is the guy in the wheelchair. He just runs a business where he sells cans and stuff to different, and he finally shows them like, hey, this is a quad. Like, we weren't, it was just hilarious. And then they make some other reference of a beer, but it also can refer to somebody who's like missing an arm. I'm not really sure, but there was just so happened to be a guy there with one arm. He's like, how fucking dare you? And then
Just making fun of everybody.
yeah, super excited about the stuff I'm sending you. I got lots of good stuff. So I was only able to send you 4. I sent you 4 Nashville beers. One of them's a Moon Pie Stout, which is kind of famous for the area. It's a stout that they just use crap tons of moon pies in.
Oh, someone had it at every place. Cool. Good job.
It says Mellow, Harvest, Locos, Twisted Timber, The Cool Place. So, love me. I mean, I've been at Mellow forever, so I'm all about it. Harvest is a locally owned business.
Thanks, Chris.
Twisted Timber, locally owned. Cool Place. Warehouse, Lighthouse, Cork and Bottle, locally owned. Creekside Growler. One cool thing about The Cool Place is he's really trying to vamp up his beer. I think he's trying to push over 100 bottle beers that you can go in there, and while you're playing video games, you can just grab it, add it to your tab,
That'd
start
be
drinking
cool.
it. And he's getting funky ones. He's not putting
That'd be a
Miller
cool-
Lights. He ain't putting
cool
Bud
place.
Lights. It'd be a cool place. Yeah, you're right.
I've never been there. We'll have to go there sometime.
And you like video games?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
like board games?
I like board games. I just got a new board game that I want to try out.
He
It's
has
holiday season. This
he
one's
has-
like a co-op. Can't say it right now.
cooperative.
Cooperative.
He has like $40 or $50,000 worth of board games.
Running on like minimal sleep and been up since 5. Something.
And you came in here, man. Short
Oh, yeah.
notice. The person I was going to have on before, she had some difficulty coming in today. It happens. So,
Especially right now with everything that's going on.
yeah. So Austin was like, yeah.
Everyone's picking up slack everywhere.
I think I tempted him with the barley wine. I don't know, maybe not.
Is that one a barley one?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
Barley wine style ale, Asian cognac barrels.
Oh, dang. I ain't going to be mad about that one.
Let's get into it.
You want to do barley wine to just
Yeah, let's run
kick
it.
it off? Okay. It says screw it. Let's get funky.
I had keys around here somewhere with a church key on it to open it up. Not
Just
sure where I put it.
pop it off.
I'm not that fancy. Use the sword technique.
Just eat it. Where my keys at, man?
A little concerned, to be honest.
I only got my keys. Well, I can pop it open with my key.
I got it. So I'm gonna pop it, and I'm gonna have you talk about it a little bit, because from a beer person, I feel like you would, since you know eons more than I do about this stuff, so I feel like you would do a better job than I would. I mean, I've had lots of beer on the show, so I've done. The show's been going for probably a year and 5 months, and we've done 6 beers, at least 6 beers every episode, every Monday, 6 brand new beers that I've never had before. So I've had a lot of funkers, little funky funk boys. I have Walker Station in my fridge, so I'm gonna say yes. Austin brought it home from the brewery. Flying to Michelle. She said, let's see, do they have Walker Station? Yeah, so Michelle worked with us during COVID, making sanitizer, and she would tear up.
Yeah, we got some Walker Station, and if you like Walker Station, I'm telling you, like this Campfire.
Campfire is great.
Yeah, or
Campfire coffee stout, yeah.
It's usually just going to be Camp, but then someone wrote Campfire up there, so I'm like,
so it's a Cafe Campesino collaboration, right? This is our second collaboration with them?
Second collaboration with them. A little bit less coffee this time in it.
Though it is very coffee. Like when you smell it, it just smells like straight roasted coffee.
Before our other one became almost like just a cold brew, so
this is American Solera, and it is it's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. It says Ingyak. Ingyak, don't know what that is. Barley wine style, aged in cognac barrels. It's 12%. And the name of it is, or the actual name of the brewery is American Solera. Mm-hmm. And the beer is called Ingyak. Kind of a cool can, or bottle. I'll show it to you guys. Prime that up so I can see.
Yeah, getting like a lot of raisin and.
Let's catch a gander of that beer. It's the Gam Cam. Ooh.
It's like
It's a smell there. So as far as barley wines go, I would say that the last time I had a barley wine was the episode with you and I think it was with you and Colin and
Jake.
And Jake, yeah. And my palate isn't really defined as far as barley wines go, so I can't pull out all the flavors, all the little nuances and stuff. I'm not like a sommelier of barley wines, if that is a thing. There's somebody who just specifies in barley wines.
You get a lot of like toffee though there too.
You're saying fig?
Yeah, on the nose and raisin.
Is that pretty common with barley wines?
Can be. I think like raisin happens a lot, like those raisiny notes.
Michelle, yes. The Campfire tastes like Walker Station. So it tastes like Walker Station with lots of coffee. More emphasis on the coffee. So if you like the Walker Station and you like coffee, you'll love the Campfire coffee
come on
stout.
down, hang out on a Sunday.
Get a crowler of it.
Every 2 weeks, crowlers, take it to go. Every 2 weeks we're doing a new release over there.
Stout Sunday.
Yeah, Fridays I'll be posting photos every other Friday for the new stout.
And also, I think, Michelle, you liked the Brown Thrasher a lot, if I remember right.
Brown Thrasher just came back out.
Yeah, it's called Be Happy
Fresh.
Brown Ale right now. And it's benefiting the Albany Museum of Art. And it's, for me, it's actually a lot better.
Yeah.
It's a much better Brown Thrasher. It's almost like nuttier, roastier kind of.
Yeah, we threw all the roasted pecans this year instead of doing it in the mash side and kind of losing a lot of that aroma and everything that happens during fermentation and boil. We roasted them and we'll sanitize the bags and then throw it into the bright tank. So we're getting a lot more flavor and aroma from that.
I dig it. We have a lot of people who are like, especially on this new batch, that they're like, this is the best Brown Thrasher that you guys have ever made. Like, that's like their favorite beer. Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorites. I either run Walker Station Stout or I do a mix of the berry and the stout, like a chocolate covered cherry kind of vibe. And I think
berry that probably almost out this year, if not already, right?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some mad Karens out there.
Yeah.
As long as we can keep those seltzers out there, they'll have something to drink.
Yeah, I think this peach one being on tap, give them something.
This is going to be on tap? That's going to be on tap?
Yeah, it'll be on tap. I pulled off like a couple kegs, a couple sixtels for that. And so definitely anniversary party. It'll be on tap for a little bit until it goes. A lot of people might be a little bit shocked with it, especially if they're used to just having, kettle style kettle style is very one-dimensional sours. So you have people like, oh, I love sours and everything. It's like, I just drink sour beer, but they what they mean is they've only had heavily fruited kettle sours with a bunch of extract and stuff in it. Yeah, which is what a lot of people are doing these days, and it's like, okay, no, like some of these sours that are in our barrels, like I'm just gonna bottle them exactly, maybe blend it with another barrel, but not add anything to it. Just here it is. Here's straight barrel-aged, table sour beer.
If you like sour, like not just sour beers, but if you just really like sour stuff, you're going to love it. It's super sour, super tart. I love that Brettanomyces, I don't know, you can smell it. Yeah, I love that. I love it. I seek them out, but they're usually, so you said they're about $8 for a bottle?
I think it's $8.99.
That is cheap as
Super
far
cheap
as far as a Brett
sour.
sour.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a sour like that, like I just told you, I bought one in Tallahassee, and I think I paid like $28 for it.
Yeah.
And it was the same size as that. And it was super small batch, and there's some local guy who just makes it on his own and sells it to places in Nashville, and I paid $28 for it. I mean, you know how many of these I could buy with $28? I don't, because I'm not good at math, but it's a lot more than one.
But
Chad Hudson, talented as fuck. What's up, Gab? Mad kittens out there. It's just the one.
yeah.
I wish I had a camera.
Just one.
I wish I could have the camera to show you guys.
Just one cat chilling.
That's Thrasher. That's that man. I don't know the time on Sunday off the top of my head. I usually don't work Sundays. Colin will actually
Time
be here.
that they open, or
I think they open at 12.
yeah, 12. So, but we are. So here's something really awesome, and everyone should come out to it. Something I've been trying to get going on for a while. Our brewery doesn't have any food usually, unless someone's catering or whatnot. But bigger than that, y'all don't know how to brunch in Albany. That's a problem. Brunch is a sacred day. Like, I know you guys do your Jesus here, but you need to do some brunch for Jesus.
For the J-Man.
Yeah, do some brunch for that baby Jesus.
What
Come
would
on
Jesus
down.
do? He would have some brunch.
He'd brunch it up with, the rest of us delinquents.
Yeah. So Pretoria, if you guys didn't know, since we don't serve food, we have just like little snacky bar stuff like pretzels and stuff. You can bring food in. We have crew that comes
But don't
in.
bring food in on brunch day, because we're having chicken and waffles. Rocket is helping us out. They're doing catering. Don't know the plate prices exactly. We're going to have high gravity seltzers on tap with pre-mixed mimosa seltzers. I'm going to have some coffee stouts on. We're going to have micheladas. So if you like, for people out there who are really big into Bloody Marys, michelada's your friend. Great Bloody Mary, but with beer, pretty much.
If you like that like spicy, tomatoey kind of vibe, you'll like it. When is this happening?
This will be
This is
the
for
weekend of our anniversary as well. It'll be that Sunday. So
I will
what is
need to
that,
be
6th
off.
or 7th? Yeah, I'll be here. Definitely eating some chicken and waffles, and tearing it up. Helping Colin pour some beers, hopefully.
I wonder if they'll have 2 people on that day, since it's going to be kind of a big day. I mean, I know Colin can handle it. Like
He'll
Colin,
handle it, because I'll be here too, so if I need to go back and help pour, do some dishes, I'll be doing that. But first, I'll be eating some chicken and waffles and brunching it.
I might just come up here just to hang out and do. I mean, I will do that, but then if I don't get scheduled at Mellow, but I'll do that, and then if he gets behind or something like that, go back there and help out too.
If you guys want a brunch to be going on, this is the time to be doing it. There's other big things that are happening at Pretoria where we can, serve a bigger drink menu later on. Can't tell you exactly what's going on. That's definitely going to change the game. So if we want brunch to continue, come on out. Not this weekend, but next Sunday. So 2 Sundays from now on our anniversary weekend, first brunch. And if we could do that, once every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah. You can do it every Sunday that you drop a new beer.
Yeah, we could do it every Sunday if
every Sunday you guys drop a new, because you have Stout Sundays, so every Sunday you drop a new beer.
Yeah, or do it on the alternating Sunday too, but because we'll be doing, the mimosas, as I said. Come on out, support it. I know a lot of people were disappointed once they figured out the Flint wasn't doing a brunch. Well, now you have a place that is doing brunch. You can come, get full, We'll be opening up, I want to say at 11 for that too. So perfect brunch time.
You just leave church and come here.
I know y'all party so hard on Saturdays. I've seen you
yeah.
do it around here. So you're just waking up at that time. Come on over here, get some brunch, get some mimosas, get some, coffee, beer, hang out, chill.
So any other day besides that Sunday, you can bring whatever food you want here.
Oh, yeah.
Since we don't serve food, you can bring it in. And like I said, on bingos, when we do bingos on bingo on Wednesdays, there's a group that whole table, they do a potluck. They just bring shit from the house.
That's the way to do it.
And you can do that if you want to make up a rotisserie or something at the house, or you want to bring some green bean casserole. Run it. You can bring it here. Your dogs, your kids are welcome. Like, this is not a bar, so you can have your kids in here. You can have your dog outside. You can have your dog inside. Maintained, of course. Don't have that ruffian just running around. But
Especially the kids. Don't have them just running.
yeah,
around.
that's where I was going with it. Your dog's cool.
The dogs are usually cooler.
As long as it's a cute dog.
Dogs can be cool off leash. Kids stay on leash.
If it's an ugly dog, you better keep that thing on a leash. And I'll be the judge if your dog's ugly or not.
Yeah, and I'll be the judge if your
I pet
kid's
it.
ugly or not.
Your
And
kid's gonna be ugly regardless.
They're all ugly.
Anyways, what do you think about this? Can you taste any cognac?
You know? You get a little bit.
So I haven't actually had a lot of cognac in my days. That's not something I
think
ever
it-
go towards.
I think it really blends in with there, but it rounds out that booziness at the end, that boozy finish. This isn't a very alcohol
If you guys want to check that
booze.
label again.
punch where it's hot. It's really smooth booze at the end. So, is it adding to the perceived kind of sweetness and stuff that's going on towards the end? Probably. What year is this, by the way?
I didn't check.
Yeah.
I'll have you gander because I don't even know where to actually look on this. I got it I think I got it at a bottle shop in
Oh, there's still some in there. I was like, ooh.
Atlanta,
a lot heavier.
maybe. I either got it in Atlanta or I got it in. I think I actually got that in.
Yeah, so they don't have a year on here, which is interesting. A lot of barley wines, you always will print, what year it's going, and you can kind of age them.
So I think I got
Accordingly.
that one at one of those bottle shops, one of those big boys in Tallahassee.
I mean, it could definitely, I think it could age longer, but it also tastes pretty amazing like this.
So bingo on Wednesdays, Michelle's asking, is I think it's from 6 to 8. Yeah, so I think they have Joey in here doing it. I was doing it a good bit, but I think they have Joey in here calling out bingo. So
Yeah, Joey's doing bingos. Come support the Joey.
the Joey. If
Yeah,
you want to see him, that's how you're going to see him.
that's how you're gonna see him. Bingo.
All right, what of these do you think we should jump in? Oh, let's go. Let's hit up this. Let's hit up this Travis beer real quick.
Travis beer.
Yeah.
Okay. You just trying to go for all the heavy beers. Okay. We're starting out heavy and then we're gonna go light.
So this is a
After this.
peanut butter, cocoa, vanilla, and lactose. It's called Midnight Run, and it is from Bearded Iris in Nashville.
And I've not seen this one locally around here. I see some of their IPAs around that are more.
I got
Relevant.
this from the brewery. There's certain ones
nice.
that they only sell there. And I was hoping to see Travis there.
What did you think
but
of the barley wine though?
I liked it. I'm not a huge, like I say, connoisseur of barley wines. So I can't pick up all the stuff in there that I feel like I should to make me enjoy it a little bit more. It was sweet. I definitely was getting that kind of sweet fruit figgy kind of vibe. Mostly more so after you said it.
Yeah.
And
Just
it's got a
finishes
booziness.
nice, though.
Yeah.
It's not overly boozy, so that's what I was wondering the age on it. The booziness of a beer will mellow out with age, and this.
Can I look at it real quick?
Yeah.
I mean, it's at least 6 months old. I've had it
at
at my
least
house.
6 months old.
I've had it at my house that long. It's been sitting in my beer box.
Yeah.
It's where I keep all my stuff. It's a little black box. My room stays cool, so. But yeah, that is weird. You said they usually date them. was trying to see if there was some kind of stamp or something on here. No? Got these hollow bottoms.
Yeah, I mean, that's delicious.
Are you going to be
This
there
would pair
for...
great with the waffles and chicken and waffles.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Especially some spicy chicken and waffles, and added this is kind of like, a little syrupy, but
You want to take the last of that with
a little
you?
boozy.
Or, I guess, drink it after?
Yeah,
Thanks,
we'll-
guys.
we'll
I
figure
enjoyed
out a way.
watching, but I got to get some sleep. Don't go to sleep. Who goes to sleep these days?
Sleep.
He doesn't sleep.
I sleep a lot. I'm usually in bed by now, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm usually in bed by 9, man.
Well, I, on the other hand, am not. I stay up till about 3 o'clock. And we're talking about going to probably up to Helen, Unicoi State Park, and go camping tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Wyndham was saying that they wanted to open up for Thanksgiving, and they're opening up tomorrow for some reason.
The state park?
No, up here.
Oh, yeah, they are. So I think that was actually Wyndham's idea,
To open up tomorrow?
because there's a lot of people from out of town right now, kid-wise and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I say kid-wise, but, us age people, us folk, we go visiting the parents and
No,
whatnot.
if they're open, so he asked
That's a
if
thick boy, too, though.
yeah, that's how them ology stouts are, man.
Yeah.
The ones that Sky's been getting me, them boys is dark.
Thick boy right there.
So I mean, the name Midnight Run definitely it gets it. That almost looks like soda. It's so fucking carbonated up there. All them bubbles. Peanut butter, cocoa, vanilla, lactose. Midnight Run. I was trying to get a little information on it, but we know this is from Nashville.
2,000 calories a sip.
Trying to get a ABV on it.
It's an imperial stout. It's probably, definitely
8%.
over 8. Yeah.
Isn't it?
8.
Yeah, 8%. This is 1 pint.
All right, I smell peanut butter
6
right
comes
off
early.
the nose.
I'll show you guys the can. Off center, but
You smell that peanut butter?
I haven't got into
That's
it
pretty
yet.
strong.
Let you guys catch a gander. So, if you didn't know, one of our brewers, fucking super awesome guy, Travis, now works
You're
in
watching,
Nashville
Travis.
at Bearded Iris, and we've had him on the show before.
Yeah.
He wasn't one of the first people, but he was pretty close to it. He was probably like episode 7 or episode 8 in like a year and a half of this. So, came in looking like Forrest Gump. Trying to get to where you guys can kind of see it.
So we've been wanting to do an imperial stout here. We've just been slammed.
I mean, some of the beer you guys have is really on the spectrum. Like, I guess 6.5 is getting pretty close. You've had, how Odd Lane saying how,
Oh, I mean, yeah, that one was high.
I still have a bottle of that saved. It's in my refrigerator. Is it still good? It's been in my refrigerator this whole time.
It's good. It's not gonna do anything.
It lost its little ribbon. It had like a little
Oh yeah.
a dangly from it. But yeah, I kept it. Like I said, I'm a fanboy, so I get pretty much anything that, if it's funky, I try to grab it. I hate that I missed that. What was it? Rose. It was a collaboration, and it was bottled up, and it went to some Rose House Magnolia, something. I don't know.
Talking about the old pink house.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll have a cake with that on for anniversary party.
Okay. Is that kind of like a secret you just gave away?
No, I was telling them
Oh,
like before.
What kind of beer was that?
The Margarita Goza. That's what it was.
Margarita Goza.
Yeah.
Would it be okay to bottle up one of those? Would it stay from a keg?
Probably not as well, but
Huh.
you can bottle from a keg. Yeah. If we have a bottling gun, but our bottling gun just did a bunch of sour work, so now we have to buy a new bottling gun.
Does it just tear through it?
Well, it's just now, you can't use it for clean beer anymore because the bacteria and the bugs and stuff that's living in there can chew through sugars and proteins that your yeast did go through.
Right.
So then you could have like exploding bottles that are now like infected, or beers that weren't supposed to be sour start going sour. So that can be a real dilemma.
Yeah, so maybe not. I'll at least try it to check it off a list, but I usually like I said, I'm a fanboy, so I like to try to hold on to them if I can. Because you never know how this place goes, so. You never know. I haven't tried it yet. All I'm smelling is that, which I got a couple peanut butters in there, don't I? Or at least I got one other peanut butter.
No, you had a maple one in there.
I think
the bear.
I think we'll run into this one next just to kind of
there's
just
another
kind of
peanut
get a
butter.
difference.
Which is a peanut butter milk stout, which is kind of what this is, kind of,
What's that?
Reese's tasting.
Oh, okay.
What?
My roommate was just telling me that one of the asshat neighbors set fire to a tree that was outside of our house.
Wow.
There was like a bunch of kids and like, yeah, please go away.
Please go away. Please don't set fires to trees outside my house.
So I'm outside chilling outside my house and I just hear yelling and screaming and kids running. I mean, there had to be like 15 people out there just hooping and hollering and drunk and being like loud, and there's kids and crying and like just super annoying. So apparently they set fire to, hey, please, fuck right off. I love you, Zach, but please fuck right off. Anyways, I'm gonna try this beer. I don't know how I feel about it.
It reminds me.
Like as I'm smacking it afterwards, I'm getting more of the peanut butter, but the first sip, definitely not.
Reminds me of those organic dark chocolate Reese's.
Ones that nobody buys but Karen's and...
I buy them. I'll be honest.
Organic dark chocolate Reese's.
I
You mean the ones that you get like Trader Joe's and shit? Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, those are good. And there's those, I think they're at Salt Lick maybe, or maybe they're at Michael's, the like Buckeye is what they call them.
Buckeyes, yeah. My mom used to make Buckeyes and kind of taste a little bit like that.
No, I like those. I'd buy a bag of those.
Yeah.
Just tastes more of like a natural chocolate and peanut butter.
I'd
It's a
rather
little
be
more rich.
drinking like the barley wine than this. But I'm also not a huge fan of like sweet beers by a bunch of lactose and stuff. And
Yeah. So you don't have anything like this in the works?
I think one of our brewers does want to do something like this. So
Peanut butter stout?
I'll allow it. But me personally, no. I just want to barrel age the normal imperial stout, do a Russian imperial, but people like the weird stuff in their beers these days.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
you
kind
guys could
of
do-
this hype beer video, the secret
could-
project going on.
You could do a whole hype beer cereal selection and do Count Chocula. You can do Fruit Loops. You can do
I'm not gonna say we
Cinnamon
did
Toast
something
Crunch.
like that.
Yeah, I'm not
but
gonna say that, but like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You
Yeah.
can do a
Cinnamon Toast Crunch would be something that's like, okay, if you're gonna do something like that, yeah, you could throw Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a beer. For me personally, I would rather just be throwing some cinnamon in it. Like, hey, okay, what malts can I use to really produce that flavor?
Would you make it like a milk stout, a cereal milk stout?
Yeah, I think that's the way most people would go about it.
I'm sure there's probably
a
already-
white stout would be another way to go about it.
There's probably a shit ton of them already.
There's so many out there. But
Oh yeah, like just going to like a really really big city and seeing like their beer selection just at their small little. It's just like I've had a decent amount of beer, and most of them are all somewhat local, but going to these and seeing just walls of beer that I've just never fucking seen before.
it's just the market's pretty saturated
Yeah,
with beer.
yeah.
Sorry for yawning, y'all.
I haven't seen a lot of garlic stouts out there. That's all I'm saying. Black
Yeah.
garlic stouts.
Yeah, we'll be putting that inside a firkin.
It's probably gonna be shit. Just because I wanted it so bad.
If it's shit, then it's in the firkin, and we'll firkin get rid of it. But we'll check it.
Firkin,
And
forget
that
about
one
it.
we'll probably put in. I mean, we're gonna do a little test batch just mixing in something up in a glass or like a little crowler, and then drinking it the next day, seeing if the brown tastes better with it or a stout.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do a little firkin.
Yeah, I think you guys,
firkin around.
Since it's black garlic, you guys could have on the front cover 2 hands like this, say "Firkin, forget about it."
Forkin, forget about it.
Forget about it, and it'd be 2 hands with a black garlic stout. You're welcome. I just gave you guys that. I just handed it to you for free. Yeah. So I asked for your number.
Gotcha.
I was like, don't you already have the number?
Yes.
I figured you were okay with it.
Yeah. Guess phone got stolen and everything, so.
I thought I remember
that's
you
totally
having
cool.
your number before, but
Yeah, no, definitely.
he was an employee here. She was an employee. Vivian.
Yeah, and I guess Viv's phone got. I didn't really read all the message because it takes me a while to think about it at this time of night.
Yeah,
but
plus we're on the show.
someone's
We'll get to
phone
it.
got stolen. Yeah,
We'll get to it.
now they got a new phone, so that's good.
We're gonna pound down. I'm gonna pound down this one. We're gonna run to this other peanut butter stout, and
He's
we're
trying
gonna
to make me fat tonight.
We're gonna say, but we're actually not finishing. Like,
Oh, yeah,
we
no.
didn't finish that one. We didn't finish that one.
Yeah, this
Most
one
of these are small.
probably will be finished later though, especially because it's going to warm up a little bit and get that barley wine to nightcap.
So this is a peanut butter milk stout. So we had just a regular peanut butter stout earlier.
But that one would have been considered kind of milk
Lactose.
stouty with all that lactose.
Yeah, it's from Tailgate Brewery, and it is it's Nashville. It's a Nashville beer. Milk stout with peanut butter flavor. Questionable. Says the name says it, but the taste is everything. Rich, creamy, velvety, delicious.
And this was a big thing a while ago, these peanut butter beers. And then I thought it phased out, and I guess it just came back. People wanted more peanut butter.
I love peanut butter. I eat spoonfuls of peanut butter.
Yeah, he does now.
I'm out of actual peanut butter. I should probably go tomorrow and get some, but I'm going on a trip to North Georgia, so
You got to get some peanut butter for your trip.
I usually get most time if I'm going on a trip, like road food for me is either beef jerky or bowl of peanuts. It's like road trip food for me. For some reason it's like I don't know.
love boiled peanuts.
Yeah, I've got lots of people who aren't from Georgia who they're like, oh, no, I eat boiled peanuts, and they come here and they eat boiled peanuts and they're like, I fuck with boiled peanuts.
Shit's dank.
And every time they come back, they just get boiled peanuts. Much more peanut butter smell on that one. Much
Really?
more peanut butter. I am, smell-wise. It could be the culmination. It's only 5.8, so it's not an imperial. So what are some big things coming up that you're, with your business, that you're super excited about that you can talk about? Besides the Dank beer, or is that like a side thing not affiliated with Crooked Window?
Yeah, I mean that's really, it's kind of affiliated with me because I'm doing it, and I'll post it to my YouTube and everything as well. But it's definitely for the company, helping out their social media here. And then so other big things be December, I want to say 12th or 13th. I'll be shooting a music video, the second music video with Bodine and the Poachers. We'll be doing a music video for their song Paper Man. You can find that on Spotify if y'all want to listen to them. Bodine and the Poachers. And no, I think they even got some new songs up there pretty recently.
You guys took one of those photos, didn't you?
Oh yeah. From Aaron. But so that'll be going down. And what other big things? And then third, installment of these little shorts of Lauren's videos will be Teas and Tinctures, and that will be coming out. And then the next one, right after the Through the Woods on my Instagram, and you can find it already on YouTube, is Grandmother's House, and that one's out. And then Teas and Tinctures will be next on there. And then
Next time you do a big video edit that you're going to kind of be there working on it all day, I kind of want to go in there and if I'm off work, sit down with you and not say much. I don't want to distract you. I just kind of want to see the kind of process that you go through because you taught me a pretty good bit, but just kind of seeing you actually go through the whole workflow, I think that would benefit me.
Definitely.
I posted. I took some pictures, Pretoria, and they never show me any love. And it is what it is. But it's not a great photo. It's definitely not. But I mean, it's a hand sanitizer in the middle of Utah. Our hand sanitizer, like it's in focus. The background's all fuzzy. I mean, you don't really want that with the landscape, but it is what it is. I mean, there's Jake at Horseshoe Bend. There's Leah in the desert in Death Valley. There's Mosaic at Horseshoe Bend. Like, I thought they were pretty decent pictures, but for some reason Pretoria doesn't want to post them. They're still a lot better than some of the other pictures that Pretoria has posted on.
And I don't know if it's like Pretoria doesn't want to post them, but we've like changed social media companies, and that's also why I'm kind of like helping out with some stuff.
I mean, this is like.
I mean, send them to me
because
that was funny. I was like, so I mean, we can trash
like this is a good
media.
Photo. That was a good photo.
Yeah, it's a stock photo that they just took and threw stuff on.
That's not bad. That person I don't think works here anymore.
No, that was a old photo.
That's John Bell, I think. I mean, it's okay. Did you take that one? I don't want to talk bad about your stuff. That one's okay.
I think these are just old photos that they're recycling at this point, to be honest.
I mean, that's Jennifer right there.
Yeah.
Jennifer. That's old tap handles.
Yeah.
That one looks good. That's you, all right?
Yeah, that was my first one. Tell. That's what I was saying. Like,
I can tell. Look at that.
I had to learn. Yeah.
I love the beans rolling off the side of that.
The reflections and stuff were kind of cool, but I just, I
mean, that one looks nice. I like that one. You said you didn't do it, but I like the.
You like the swirly?
I like the swirly bokeh. I do. I'm a hipster piece of shit, but I do like that swirly bokeh.
Do it for the swirls.
That one's not bad. It looks like just a snapshot, but it's not bad.
I wish they could see what we're looking at. Is there a way?
No.
Well, go on to.
I could come over here and do.
You're trying to show.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like they're like, we can't see what they're talking about.
Make sure I'm still in focus. Yeah. So, am I still? Can they see it?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? Back further?
No, closer.
So, like, that's the... Not great. That one's swirly bokeh. Looks great. Looks fuzzy. Looks good. It gets the point across. That one looks great. Look at the, Can I see that?
Yeah, I think they can, yeah.
Look at the beams on the reflection. That's a good photo. Old photo. Super old photo. Most of these are just like okay. Like not talking crap about but look at that one. That one looks great. Look at the head on that. It looks like I could scoop that off with a spoon. The chocolate looks great. Coconut looks nice. That I can't tell if these are people or
aliens.
I don't know if this was shot in 1884
yeah. Or it was shot with like a 1 megapixel camera.
I took that one. I think it looks great. It's off in Horseshoe Bend. That's a Death Valley photo. Looks great. It's Leah in the middle of Death Valley. That's our Mosaic Slappy IPA, Horseshoe Bend. I think they look great.
So, I don't know if they can see it, but our cat's got, we gave him this little bouncy ball, and that's what he's running around chasing right now. He bounces it himself and throws it around, and he figured out earlier today, that's the little ball he's been chasing and playing with. I gotta get him some other cat toys, man. And that toy is actually not a real toy. We just find these bouncy balls all the time in our malt bags from Riverbend. I have no clue what's going on, why they have these bouncy balls.
They're like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Don't send us back anything. You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, they're fun to bounce around once you find one. So I don't know if it's like, little treats at the end of a cereal box or what.
Maybe. Cracker Jack kind of deal.
Yeah.
The cat, though, Thrasher is an odd cat. So Saturday, there was some party that was over here. They had rented out the side room for this party, and it was like a 70s party, somebody's 50th birthday. And they had all these streamers hanging from the entrance of the door. I was like, I'll rip one of these off and I'll attach it over there. And it's a streamer hanging from one of the pipes over there because I figure he's gonna smack it around and enjoy it. No, he eats it. He is chewing on it and chews off a section and swallows it and chews more and then pulls down like
paper streamer.
No, it's just straight plastic.
Oh no, yeah, we can't.
So if you guys find that in there, I'm sorry. I
Don't
thought
kill
he
the
was,
cat, man.
I thought he was just gonna smack him around, but
Don't
he
kill the
started
cat.
chewing it up and eating it.
Bills.
So I haven't
The
tried
company
this.
don't pay for him. I feed the little guy.
I figure most of the guys probably don't even know about them. They probably do now, but
Yeah, everyone knows now. He was kind of a secret. I was just tired of dealing with, problems.
So if anybody's wondering
He's a working
why
cat.
there is a cat back there, because a lot of the raw goods or raw materials they have back there. So there's like barley, there's wheat,
Yeah.
there's malt, there's grain, there's
A lot of
There's all of
stuff that we never really had a problem, but now we have a restaurant next door. They throw food away. We started breeding, mice, and they like to come over here and try to eat our grain, and I was tired of that.
So
I got a cat, and he
this
loves
man
killing
works
it.
hard. He kills
Yeah.
them. He kills them and he plays around with them.
Yeah,
Have you seen him?
yeah, he's vicious.
Have you seen him with a kill before?
Yeah.
What he does to him?
Yeah. He mutilates them, but it's cool. I mean, I'm just glad he's killing them.
He just kind of
Oh yeah, he's like a dead thing.
he just kind of
Yeah.
like smacks them around and rolls around on the
yeah.
ground with them and
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's Thrasher Cat for you.
that's that,
He's a killer.
That's that boy.
But he was never going to get adopted. I went to the Humane Society and just asked him, like, okay, what's the least likely to get adopted and is it good at killing? And they're like, well, this guy's killed something, and actually, like, escaped, killed it, and then came back. And I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. Like, he kills stuff and stays around. Like, that's what we need in the brewery.
But he's like super sweet. So if you come up
Yeah.
to the glass,
He'll come and, like, boop your hand on the glass, but he won't play with you on the other side of the glass.
he'll meow. He'll rub up against the glass.
He'll act like he wants to
If you
play.
guys, he wants love, but he's scared of it right now.
Yeah, he spent, 7-something months since he was little. He's still, not under a year old, but he spent all his life in a, I guess, cage,
Yeah.
tiny cage at the Humane Society, and then he came with us. I mean, they even clipped his ear and everything, and they didn't let me put him in my own cage when I got him from getting neutered at the
You had to buy a
vet
cage?
because I already had one for my cats, but they wouldn't let me get him because they were like, oh no, just take him in here. Like they were too afraid of him. He acts like he wants to fight or bite you, but he's never bit anybody.
He's super sweet. Look at him
Yeah.
just getting that ball over there.
Yeah,
He's super
I go
sweet.
back there and he just rolls over on his back and shows his belly and stuff.
He won't
like,
let you pet him, but all in due time.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you guys this beer. Like I said, it's Tailgate Brewery. That's out of Nashville. I haven't showed it yet.
What did I say? Maybe that's why just the other monitor, so the
All
other
right.
person can just read.
Yeah, I know. I should have hooked
BS.
it up. I should have hooked it up.
But does it show that stuff, or
Shows what?
does it show like all the text, or no? If you
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
create. You can use a
That's
second
cool.
monitor and just
Yeah.
shove everything over on the other side.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, that was my roommates responding.
No.
They're talking about shit that I don't know about. I mean, apparently somebody set fire to one of the trees. The tree was
Yeah.
already dead.
But now
the
it's
first
on fire.
the first storm took care of that. But that's the beer. Like I said, Tailgate. What do you think about it in comparison to the Imperial peanut butter stout that we had earlier?
I like the Imperial one. It tastes more like, a Buckeye or dark chocolate Reese's. This one was just like,
Forgettable.
yeah, it was just like, okay, sure, you hit it. I don't want to talk crap about them or anything, but it's just like, all right.
It's a peanut butter. It's a
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be ordering either of these two again. And I think the other one, for the style, they did it. For this one, I'm just like, meh.
It gets the job done. But like I'm looking at these, and I posted which ones I could find, or I haven't posted them yet. But I mean that's like the first episode you came in on,
Oh, yeah.
and there's a bunch of Pontoon, hype beers. We
we
have some
were drinking
Alchemy,
a lot
some
of-
Beacon. That's a Omegang. But yeah, I mean I just try to. Eventually, I start actually just taking pictures of the actual beer so I can keep track.
Yeah.
All of these beers survived Jake's fire. Phantom. There's, Jake has another bottle of that somewhere. I got that sitting at the house.
Yeah, we tried that old smoky one right there, remember? We busted that up.
The Old Guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have that one saved.
Yeah.
I think that's about the only one.
That was the other time. Yeah. I was like, all those beers look familiar.
But yeah, so all of these, I try to take pictures now of what I've had so I can kind of, if I go to some place and I'm like, it looks familiar, but I'm not sure if I've had it.
I have it?
I can go through and kind of work through everyone that's been on our episode.
What we should have is a palate cleanser. Something like that shandy beer.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that.
Something light.
I actually was kind of excited, like not super excited about this, but I don't really see shandies very often. They're not really something that kind of, I don't know. I don't know if they're just not popular. I think they are popular, but I never see breweries making them.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just kind of like
called different things depending on where
maybe they're just like basic bitch kind of beers. I don't know. So this one is Crosstown Brewing Company. It's from Memphis, Tennessee. It's a pink lemonade shandy. It's called Dog Days.
We were talking about doing something like this, doing a pink lemonade goza, making it pink with hibiscus, and putting a bunch of lemon juice and pill in it, doing some lemon zest.
Well, does the farm have lots of lemons? Because who does have
start growing? Oh yeah,
Tara.
Yeah.
Has a shit ton of lemons.
She said
she's got 2 buckets of them in there if y'all need them.
Actually, we could definitely use some lemons.
I wouldn't mind having a limoncello sour.
All right, that was a little washout.
I didn't even do that.
Stout.
I didn't even do that. I'm working it in.
Yeah, you are.
It smells like a fart.
We can look at the color difference between this and that. Ooh, she bubbly. Yeah. So he definitely, I don't know if you guys can tell in here, but one's yellow.
Yours looks a little more dingy, like hazy than mine. I feel like I can see completely through mine.
That's true. That just might be a dirty glass. No.
It's quite possible.
Maybe this is like one of those things we should have like rolled or something.
Oh, that's refreshing. That's refreshing.
You like it?
Yeah, it's refreshing.
See, look. Maybe it's just like at the bottom of it.
Yeah,
now yours just got hazy. So maybe it would have been something. I don't know if they say anything on it.
So this
might have been
is
something to roll around.
Crosstown Brewing Company, Memphis, Tennessee. Like I said, it's Dog Days, and it's a pink lemonade shandy. So for anybody who doesn't know what a shandy is, I'll let you explain because you're probably a little bit more efficient at that than I am.
Yeah, I mean the base of it is a juice beer, kind of usually more citrusy style. Germany. A lot of people know them as the grapefruit shandies and stuff like that.
Stiegel is really known. They're from Switzerland? Stiegel, Switzerland? Or is it Germany?
It's German.
Is it?
Pretty sure.
They're very well known. Yeah, so there's a place in Columbus called Iron Bank Coffee, and they have Stiegel, which we had it at Mellow for a while. I enjoyed it. It was refreshing.
Yeah.
I would say it would go hand in hand. So if a day you would drink a sour, goza, whatever it is, you could probably change out a shandy.
Yeah, it's great for your spring, summertime.
Or for a palate cleanser.
Yeah, or for palate cleanser after you're forced to drink 2 peanut butter.
That's so soda-like as far as carbonation wise.
Yeah, definitely very high carb. Probably low ABV on these things.
I would love if we made a shandy. I don't know if they're difficult.
We kind of did something like it on that the mimosa style beer we did that one time.
I
forgot exactly what we called it.
I know y'all did a mint julep, right?
No, forget about that beer. Don't ever talk about that beer again. Worst beer ever, guys. Some people might like it.
I actually didn't mind it too much.
Nah, dude, I wanted to just dump the whole cake. But anyways. No, we did have one up there that was more like this, but we could do it again. It's something, right now.
It's a summer.
Yeah, it's
very
definitely summer
beer.
vibe, but I mean, I got my hoodie on just because I'm pretending like it's cold here. It's not that cold in here. I just feel comfortable.
So what's something that you're super excited about that has nothing to do with Crooked Window or Pretoria? What's just something that, in general, that you're super excited about?
Can I check an email?
Yeah.
If I got this grant, I'd be super excited about that.
And you got it during the show.
Yeah, that'd be dank. Let's see.
To run through all of the emails.
Nah, just say I got 2 different ones. I applied with 2 different emails. Not for the same grant, but there's 2 different grants. They didn't say anything about you couldn't apply for, both grants because they're different mediums.
Yeah.
One would be film and one's digital. But I just chose different emails just in case there was an automatic system kickback or something.
How long are you thinking about actually staying in this area?
Well, I'll probably be here tomorrow.
Like, I'm not trying to throw out spoilers if anybody's subscribing to Austin's movie, but I could see you doing great things. Like, you're doing great things here. We're having great beer. Since you've come on, we've had some really, really great beers, but I think that you would really flourish somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing what's all going on. One thing that's really exciting is we actually are getting the farmhouse brewery, kicked off and started out there. So we'll be doing open air fermentation stuff.
Which is what Travis wanted.
Yeah.
Travis kind of bought into that.
Yeah. We all bought into this idea. And it was an idea that it was still happening. It just been taking a lot longer than anticipated. It was the original idea. Then, they opened up downtown and became a production brewery. If you work at a production brewery, it's very, it can suck the soul out of anybody who's creative and got into it for, making anything worthwhile.
It's the same with any art,
Yeah.
Like, if let's say you're really into drawing or sketching, or let's say you're really into making videos, right? And you like to do your own thing, and you like to add your own artistic spin on things and have control. But then when you work for a company, and at first you think it's going to be really amazing, but when you get in, there's so much structure and regulations on you that it kind of drains you. Even though you're technically doing something that you really enjoy, you're not doing what you enjoy, so it's draining.
Yeah.
So hopefully with this, the farm brewery, that we can knock out some just really, really unique beer. I hope there's just tons of really funky bottled beers, and I will buy every single one of them.
Oh yeah, that type of stuff over there, like, I'm really excited about. We are planting more trees out there. We are planting more herbs and everything we're going to be using. We're planting more flowers that are going to be used in the beer. That's the stuff, like, I look forward to here. And it's like, okay, right now, especially with the craft beer industry in whole, everyone's scrambling to get lids. Everyone's scrambling to get cans. Everyone, is just not out there. We're scrambling to keep spots and everything while people aren't drinking beer as much at bars. People aren't coming, to the brewery as much. So there's a lot of that extra work that's going on back there right now, and it's like, okay, well, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
It's a very kind of unpredictable and just odd situation because of COVID. That, I mean, in our lifetime, and even in probably our parents' lifetime, nothing like this has ever happened. So
it's about the 100 a year.
It's nothing you can be super prepared for and be super ready for. So everybody's kind of just fucking winging it and trying to just be a little bit ahead of the curve so they can, not be completely swept, like Cobra Kai, and be swept off your feet. Have your legs swept, right? It's Cobra Kai. No, you didn't watch. Sweep the leg, Johnny?
No.
You don't watch
I thought you were saying, like, Cobra something. I was
like,
it's
Cobra Kai. Yeah.
Like a freaking cobra. Like,
yeah, no.
If a cobra was jumping out my legs, I'd be like, oh, snap.
Weird thing, but we'll go into it. You ever heard of the Cobra effect?
I don't know. No, I don't think I have. I mean,
so it's a real thing, and it kind of applies to business, and it applies to just life in general. But it's called the Cobra effect. So in India,
if you flatten your head out like a cobra, You can scare your opponents into getting the promotion. I've heard about this.
Kind of, no. So in India, they had just a shit ton of cobras.
Oh, yeah.
They had a shit ton. So what they did is they offered people money for cobra heads. Like, kill cobras and we will pay you. We put bounties on cobras. And that sounds like a good idea, but what people did is they ended up breeding cobras to get money.
And just killing them.
Yeah, and just killing them. And then the government found out, so they stopped it. So everybody released all their cobras, and they had more cobras to begin with. And that applies to Georgia as well, because we had a boar thing. We had a boar problem, wild boars, and they were paying for boar tails. They were like, hey, we have too many boars. We got to pay for boar tails.
Yeah, gotta call them.
Right, so people were laying out tons of feed to the boars to come feed on, and they would go shoot at them and kill a lot of them. But what do boars do when they're nice and fed? Like,
they reproduce a lot.
They reproduce a lot. So what they did is they ended up just making more boars than
what was getting called.
Yeah, so it's called the Cobra effect, and it's a real thing.
So it's nothing about flattening out your head.
It is. I'm sure there's some way that you can make that work into what we're talking about. I'm sure there's a way to make that work.
Don't search Cobra head.
No, just search the Cobra effect and just make sure you're never a part of the Cobra effect. It's like when you try to overplan too much and you try to make a good plan, but it backfires.
Unless you're the Cobras,
opposite.
then do the Cobra effect, because then you win.
Yeah, your family might get killed, but then in the ultimate end, there are a lot more of you,
Yeah.
and you can just overtake the stupid-ass humans.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do what Austin does best and use the restroom on this video.
Yeah, you're good. I'll hold down the fort, man.
I could probably do one more brew.
Okay, I can hold on to more. I can hold on to these
Maybe
for future
Schwartz
episodes.
beer.
The Starless?
Yeah, so Schwartz beer is a classic style.
Yeah, I'll run with it.
After we've been doing all this funky stuff, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm down. So we had a couple other beer that I was going to bring on the show just in case. I wasn't sure exactly how things were going to go. I didn't know he was going to bring out the Pretoria Beer, which I was hoping because it is that good. It is the wall fermented Brettanomyces sour, and I don't know if you can check and see all the floaties in that thing. That is what you want. That is a good sour. That lets you know that it's not a kettle sour, that there's some wild yeast, there's some wild shit going on with that, and it is actually a really good sour, super tart beer, great for summer. I'm excited. I don't know why they're releasing it in the winter, but any release is better than no release, so I'm super excited. If you guys have only had Pretoria Beer at restaurants, or maybe went to a packaging store and that's all you've had, like, come check out the actual brewery. The place is beautiful. I mean, the bar is made with reclaimed wood from old barns. It's like 100-year-old wood, 100-year-old plus wood. I mean, there's just tons, all the old bricks, it's just a very, very beautiful place. And if you've never been here, just pop in for a while if you're uncertain about it. Come in, bring the kids, bring the dog, sit outside next to the fire. On weekends, we have food trucks, we have bands. Wednesdays is bingo, Thursdays is trivia with Kenny. There's a lot going on. There's always something. You can check out the social media, and there's always some kind of social media. There's always some kind of event going on. They usually are pretty good about posting what's coming up. So check that out. Pop in when you guys can. I'm going to go ahead and tear through this beer. If you guys want to check the can one more time.
Yeah, that one's definitely a carb. You get a little bit more burpiness.
It's a soda beer. It's definitely a soda beer.
Especially after going from, stouty beers, but also we just drank a bunch of lactose as well.
We did. This feels like I'm not drinking beer at all. It literally feels like a soda.
Yeah.
But it's
refreshing.
Yeah,
it's
a rattler. That's what they do.
Rattler time.
It is a rattler, right?
It's a shandy rattler.
Shandy rattler. Same thing. Me as well.
I don't know. I don't want to speak out of.
You gonna type in the difference between shandies and a rattler?
I think I should know this, but it's not something I really do too much.
They're not very common beers, honestly. Like, as refreshing as they are, they're not super common beers.
Okay, so shandy's slightly more encompassing and it can include ginger ale, ginger beer, apple, grapefruit, or orange juices. Whereas Radler usually refers to just the citrus additions.
And
So-
did it have Stiegel on there?
So this could be a Radler. Yeah,
Oh,
Stiegler was kind of the
Easy there. I'll let you pour it up.
Z beer.
My roommates are going hard in the paint.
Alright, so this one's going to be something that, if it's done right, should be very...
How are you going to sample it before we
Rewarding.
can even...
Well, no, I was just cleaning the glass.
Oh,
And I
okay.
know you just keep on blending. You're doing the glass Solera method.
I'm trying to see where the cheers thing is. It's supposed to pop up.
Cheers.
Yeah. Where the fuck is it? I don't see it. Say
Well.
love you. It's probably pretty far down on the list. Let's move it up. Not seeing it.
It's going to be weird. It's going to be like 20 million cheers in a row or something.
No,
Or
it's
no?
okay.
Oh,
there it is.
Dink.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pour mine up. So this is brewed and canned by good folks at Wiseacre, and I've definitely heard of Wiseacre. They're Memphis, Tennessee.
And they're actually not good folks. No, I'm just kidding.
they're sacks of shit.
Yeah, but we love them.
All right, let's run it. So explain to me about this style of beer because I am unfamiliar.
It's a Schwarzbier.
Schwarzbier.
It means black
guessing that's
beer.
German.
Yeah, German style beer. The good thing about Schwarzbier is you're getting a lot more, your roasted malt flavors, your malt flavors without getting big bodies.
Show you guys the Campfire into it. So into it. Bien.
Very clean beer.
That's Wiseacre.
Yeah. Additionally, lagered.
When does that sour drop? Harlots. What's up, Jake? Jake Lamb in the building. Love me some Jake. It says, when does that sour drop?
This should be for our anniversary on the.
Don't worry, Sky. I'm buying
6th,
you
yeah.
some. I might buy you 2 bottles just in case. If you want, I will buy it
top
for you.
and the bottom bottle. That way you can get the range.
And they are 2 different flavors. Honestly, they're 2 different
It's all
vibes.
from the same vat, but once you start pulling at the very end, you get more of that peachiness.
You get more
you
of
get
this,
more of the
correct?
juicy, yeah. And then at the beginning, we were pulling a lot more mellow and the perfect. Like, I see the place for both of them. I like the beginning more, but other people like the end more. And it's just something fun about these sour beers is everyone's is going to be slightly different and it's going to be changing. And they're all bottle conditioned. And
I think I'm gonna buy a damn pallet of them just to be real. I think I'm gonna buy a pallet. I'll be in town Wednesday. See you guys soon. Jake's coming home for a little while at least.
oh hell yeah!
You gonna hang out with us, Jake? You gonna drink some dankers? As that boy Travis likes to call
Looks
them.
like a fucking T-Rex
bird.
right there.
What?
A little T-Rex arm. And...
Little bird. It's got little eyes in there.
Okay.
There's a
okay.
unicorn on the opposite side. See its horn over here.
Oh yeah. Okay. See, now we're
You got a
doing,
majestic brew right there.
Yeah.
On the way to fuck it up.
Way to go,
You just started
Schwarzbier. I was
spinning
just
your
seeing what
shit.
was going to go on there next, man.
I want like
what's next?
3. I want like 3. 1 to drink, 1 to collect, and 1 to save for a later day.
Okay.
That's the last 2 is the same thing. 1
Kind
to
of.
collect and 1 to save for a later day.
But
That's the same thing. I mean, all beer.
same but different.
You're gonna drink the beer regardless. I mean, so whether you drink
Beer
it a
is
year
meant to
from
be
now,
drank.
no, it is. You've been to the Porter, right?
Yeah.
I do love me some Porter, man. Especially that little sale they had going on. Buy an entree, get
Okay.
anything from their cellar half off. Dude, we spend too much fucking money there. And Wyndham and Jake actually paid into the banquet thing they had going on. You have a year's membership and you are a member of their banquet. they have a banquet where they'll just give you tons of funky ass beer, and you'll just sit there and drink and eat food and hang out with them for this event. And then anytime you go in, you get like super stupid discount when you go in. So we're gonna call in on Jake to take care of that. I'll live in Nashville. It's 3 hours maybe to Atlanta. So we'll do a trip, grab some beer at the Porter for an episode. It's a day trip.
Do an episode at the Porter. See if you guys can arrange that.
I would be down if their internet's good.
Yeah,
that's one thing that I'm super excited about
like
Nashville.
Lunch or something. You might not be able to do it late, but maybe you can pre-record it. And like, even if you just pre-record a section of it, pop that off and then go in live to talk about it after.
Talk to the there's a girl and a guy that I see, or that they're like the main ones that are known there. I think it's a husband and wife, and I could always do an interview with them, talk about how kind of the business was started up and like how many beer they have and how they got into beer in general and what's their favorite style of beer, and we can kind of work into all that, and I can record it beforehand and just post it and have me and Jake do commentary on top of that. Have you already tried the beer?
Yeah, I've been drinking it.
What do you think?
Yeah, Schwartz beer.
You're gonna forget about it. You'll never remember it again.
I think, I don't know, my palate's just wrecked from I still have the thickness,
barley wine and peanut butter, and
the thickness of all those freaking lactose bombs we just drank is still there, even between the Shannon.
And we had some other ones.
Schwartz beer.
We had some other ones that we were going to bring in, but it's getting about at that time, and I think we've had some pretty good beer.
Oh, yeah.
This one's a Black Abbey, and it's from Nashville, and it's a grapefruit pale ale. This one is, and we'll have it on a future episode, so don't worry, you'll see it eventually. You'll just have to tune in. This one is Good People Brewing Company. It's a brown ale, and
it's brown.
It's a brown ale. That's all you need to know.
It's IPA.
Good People Brown Ale. Okay, that's what that is. And then there's Bear Walker, ale brewed with maple syrup, and it's from Jackalope, which definitely is in Nashville. That is actually right across the street from Americana Lounge, which is one of Jake's favorites over there. Really cool place. All the espressos and cappuccinos and lattes and everything's named after jazz musicians, and that's the whole vibe they have going on. There's records on the wall. That's super cool place.
Dude, so Joey, shout out to Joey if you're watching this.
Joey's supposed to be on the episode. I don't know what happened to him. He's supposed to be on a future episode.
Oh, nice. Yeah, talk to him.
Well, actually, I was supposed to have him on right when he came back from his engagement, but then shit happened, and
talk to him. No, Joey let me know. Randomly, there was a Suicide Boys vinyl at Target for like on sale for like $6 or something off, and it was like $12 for the vinyl. And I was like, wait, we have a Suicide Boys vinyl?
What kind of music is it?
It's more. So they get a lot of inspiration.
Travis, what's up,
from
man?
Like 3-6 and everything, like 3-6 Mafia and whatnot. It's like New Orleans, like satanic gutter rap.
Okay. Jake said they're super good cocktail bar at night, talented bartenders. Travis said, whoa, Travis Slaughter, what's up?
What's up, Travis? We just tried your beer.
Yeah.
Y'all suck. No, I'm just kidding.
We get in on that midnight run.
Nah, it was actually the better one out of the two peanut butter stouts. So
yeah, of the two peanut butter stouts we had, which is this is Tailgate. So Tailgate and Bearded Iris, I would say Tailgate is better.
Wait,
they're both peanut butter stouts.
I say Midnight Run's better, but
no, did I say Tailgate?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a piece of shit. Sorry, the Bearded Iris is better.
You heard him. He likes the peanut butter and the other one more.
Ew, pastry stout. Pastry stout.
Yeah.
This is your time to talk to Travis, man. Anything you want to say to him, he's here. When was the last time you talked to Travis?
I don't know. I don't really talk to many people. I'll be honest.
Travis is here, man. He's listening to you.
He's listening.
If you want to talk some shit, Travis, call up. There's a number down there.
Yeah,
you can call up and talk some shit.
Talk some shit, Travis.
Ain't that Dank Haze, though?
No. Travis had we do talk about the old Travis here.
I brought back 3 3 or 4 beers from Bearded Iris. This is just the one I brought tonight.
We were checking out. Travis was looking like mini Macho Man Randy Savage today. With
He said Dankers
his
only.
super curly hair and his new glasses or something.
Yeah, doing the.
Nah. You seen his Instagram?
Yeah, I love Travis.
His Instagram story that said Dankin or Tank.
Yeah.
I
It
told
was him with
him
the
about
little
Tank. Yeah.
His little mustache. You never can keep track of Travis's facial hair. 1 second it's like this, and then the next day it's just a mustache. I can't keep track. Though I don't think I've ever seen him with small short hair.
No. He's always been growing his hair since he's been here.
He said Dankers only. So that's kind of like OnlyFans, but Dankers only.
Travis, there's a
Create
lot
that.
of shout outs on this video I'm making right now towards you.
I feel powerful.
Pay attention to the, I guess, whiteboard.
So he might not know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I'm making a little video that's coming out. It's a little secret video, but it's about a beer we're creating under duress, I guess, under blackmail and threats. So it's happening. Can't talk about it too much, or I might never see Thrasher Cat again.
No, he's over there just hanging out, man.
I know. What's part of the video?
Oh, okay. You never could actually get close enough. It was always just the cameras, and he just runs away, and you're like, well, shit.
But yeah, what do you think about Schwartz beer?
I don't know if I've had it yet. No, I think I had it, but I don't think it was anything. Like, it's just a solid beer, but it's nothing memorable. Like,
Yeah,
and I think that's where hype beer comes
German
in.
Schwartz beer. I think like this one. I mean, I don't know, because I remember a lot of my like, oh yes, I need that. That's like hits the style type beer.
No, it's a super solid beer. I dig it.
Yeah.
But if you ask me 6 months from now, hey, have you had Starless?
You ask him.
Have you had
2
this-
minutes from now?
Yeah, I'll be like, have I had that? And I'll have to look through my list of beer. After you have so many beer, it's really difficult to find some beer that really, really stands out. They really have to be almost hype beer, which is sad.
Yeah.
They almost have to be hype beer.
This next
because-
video is definitely making fun of the hype beer craze, and we're
Yeah.
making fun of ourselves while we do this hype beer.
While we actually make hype beer, well, they make hype beer.
Yeah. Only one hype beer we're making. I mean, just a coffee stout, I don't think is really hype. Coconut
no.
stout, this is stuff that's all been done.
They're making a
before.
beer called the Inverted Alabama Crab Slammer.
Yeah,
And it is a roasted crab saison.
yeah.
with a
low country boil mash water.
Clam bisque, New England clam chowder stout.
Dry hop.
Only Dankers, man. Dankers. Oh, he said only Danders. I'll take some Danders too. No, New England clam chowder stout. Let's run it. I don't know what it's going to taste like.
Like crap.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I mean, I like New England clam chowder with the beer on the side. Some things just are meant to be separated.
What was the name of the good peanut butter stout again, please? So it is called
Midnight Run.
Midnight Run, and it is from Bearded Iris in Nashville. Now, when I do another Nashville trip, I can bring back some. Actually, I have 3 more. So, Rebecca, if you really want one, let me know. I'll give you one. Real talk. I was at the brewery, and I was hoping to see Travis, but he wasn't there. I should have known, like a dumbass, that during the late nights, the brewers are not going to be there. They get there early in the morning, and knock out whatever the hell they got to knock out, and they get the hell out of there.
Unless you're at some big production brewery.
Right. So I went there. Me, Jake, and Leah went there hoping to see Travis, and we didn't see him, and we were sad. But I have 3 more. So if you want one, let me know. I'll give you one. It is an Imperial Stout. So if you like them thick boy stouts, them big girthy boys, this is a good one. And it isn't super high on the ABV. It's only 8%, so it's within the lower spectrum of what I would think of as an Imperial Stout. Usually I think of like 12% or 11%.
Yeah, that's really high.
So like Ology makes some that are like straight fucking motor oil, and they're They're tough. They're tough. You get through them. They're good flavor, but they're boozy as fuck. So for me, some that are like bourbon barrel aged or whiskey barrel aged, or even some that are like rum barrel aged, I want those notes to be on the very, very back end. So I want to taste it and be like, that's a good stout. There's the whiskey. I don't want it like to taste basically like whiskey, but only at like 10%. I want it to be more of a note instead of...
A lot of that stuff will probably mellow out over age.
I've got some chilling. I probably got 25 to 30 beer just squatting.
How much money do you think you've spent on beer for this videos?
For these videos, no telling, man. But I've enjoyed myself, and people have spent money on stupider things. I've known people who, you know, they might...
Everyone spends money on beer, and that's one of the things where it kind of gets worrisome when you're doing like things like Untapped and keeping track, and it's like you had like 10,000 beers, and you're like, oh crap,
I'm nowhere near that.
Like even if like just $1 per beer, I'm like, that's $10,000. But you know you're not paying $1 per beer. I mean, a lot of the stuff's free, but
but
especially
it's not free for fucking me. But
doing tasters and stuff at beer festivals and whatnot.
That pinstripe they had at the last Chalk Fest was fucking. It was like a I don't know, it was candy bar stout, and it was fucking nice.
Oh, nice.
We used to spend maybe $25 a week. Yeah, that's fair. And then me and Jake would cycle on it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Thickology stouts, I'm sending you a peanut butter one. That would have worked perfect tonight. We could have done a trifecta. Very good. Pretoria Field should sponsor your podcast. At that point,
we should literally just be there with
what's up, Thay?
Freaking toast and jelly.
I love me some Thay. What's up? Buy all your beer. So well, probably 1,500 or so. Buy now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, probably
you're just cutting it by episode. Yeah.
Yeah. No. If I do at least on a minimum of six beers per episode, and we've been doing it for well over a year, every Monday without fail, and then we've thrown in some dankers like this one right here. This one is fairly cheap. This is $15. I definitely like the Fitzgerald. I think was like $24 that I had.
Do a little nightcap.
A little bit more of that barley wine.
Especially because it's probably warmed up.
Thay, love me some Thay. You remember Thay, right?
Yeah, no, I know Thay.
Do y'all hang out?
No. We're supposed to, especially since I'll have a little bit of time off. We're supposed to have a game night. He's supposed to invite us over to his place.
Yeah, Thay, what the fuck's on, man?
Yeah, what the fuck's going on, Thay? I thought we were going to play some games, bro.
Yeah, play some games with us. Yeah. I got a game at the house. Do y'all have a Wii at y'all's house?
Nah, I was just talking board games.
No. This is on the Spectrum. Real talk. This is on the Spectrum. It's a game called Dokapon Kingdom.
I've never heard of this, but
it's okay. So it's called the Friend Ruiner, and it's basically like mixed Final Fantasy, Risk, Monopoly, and Mario Party. So you start off and you're like, okay, I decided to do a thief. You got a thief. You're trying to get castles. You're also trying to level up it's like a turn-based RPG / Monopoly. It sounds crazy, but it's...
No, it sounds kind of fun.
No, it's amazing. Like, my friend Alex played with his mom and his dad. His mom's got to be like 60 years old, and his dad's pretty close to that.
And it ruined the marriage out of 40-year marriage.
No, but they're 60 years old, and they can kind of figure out how to play it. There's not a huge learning curve. Like, anybody can hop into it and enjoy it.
The story that I told is a lot cooler.
Jake's like, Dokapon. Jake knows about Dokapon. Him and fucking Halim from the Coal Place, they were almost not friends because of fucking Dokapon.
Oh, okay. So that's why I was a friend ruiner.
Yeah. Because you get dirty in the game, man.
Yeah.
You get real dirty. It says pre-Thanksgiving extravaganza, ? Thay asking.
It's plausible. Thursday? Let me know what's going on. I know my girls, we're going to go over to her parents' house. We're going to go out of town, but with COVID, like I'm not trying to cross state lines or meet family members right now that I haven't been in contact with. Me and Brandon work together, been behind the bar together.
Yeah, swap and spit. You know, we don't want to do all. We don't want to like.
I don't want to enter any new people into my circle, especially like older people. So
we're young. We're malleable. You know.
Yeah.
If we get it, we'll be good. You know, our sense of smell. And
or
stuff
if we die young, you know, only the good die young. So I'm okay with that.
Right on. Okay. Oh, little girl die young, die young. I'm still on the Schwartz beer. Was it a Schwartz beer?
Yeah, Schwartz beer.
Schwartz beer.
The Schwartz beer. Use the Schwartz.
Use the Schwartz.
The Schwartz.
No, I dig it. It's I won't remember it, but I do know it is a solid beer.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's got good flavor.
The
It's
Schwartz
nice
beer
and balanced.
is usually, in my opinion, and maybe it's just been a minute, but usually a little bit lighter, more lagery.
This is almost working into that brown ale. It's like almost like a light version of that.
This one, I think, it went a little overboard. I think it could still hit the style, but usually it's a very lighter body. It's something you could get a liter of at a German pub and drink it down and be fine.
And be totally good.
German beer garden.
While you do your barley wine, I'm gonna get a little bit more of this because it's probably gonna be a week before I can actually buy it.
Yeah, get all that.
And like I said, if you want one, let me know. I'll take care of it. Sky, Travis, if I'm going like when I go back to Nashville, I can work you out one. Though Travis might not be super impressed because they have wild fermented and crazy sours up there.
Travis is gonna like it because he worked on this, particular barrels as well.
Did he?
So
there's a little bit of Travis in here. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Travis,
and all of us.
because this is super solid. He probably started it and then was like, I'm super excited for that to come out, and then moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
And thinks some nights when he's going to sleep, I wonder how that Brett Sauer's doing.
I'm sure he doesn't think about it at all, but
He's just thinking about
now he will. That we put it in his mind.
Animal from fucking Sesame Street. What Sesame Street? What was it? Whatever he did is the Muppets. Yes. It is 11:46. It's a little earlier than we normally get off, but we've had a good bit of beer. We've had a good night. If you've got any questions, like I said, the phone number is down there.
Yeah,
you can call
shoot
up.
it real quick because Austin likes to go to bed.
Austin he's supposed to have been to bed 2 hours ago. So
more than 2 hours. I'm usually in bed by 9. Almost 3 hours at this point. But
yeah. So if you guys want to call in,
good
Travis,
excuse to come out and hang out with friends is good.
You want to call in, you want to talk some shit, Jake, Travis, Thane, whatever you guys want to call, the number is right over there, and you'll be right over here by the microphone, so everybody will be able to hear you talking shit. Yeah. And if they don't, they don't. Sometimes they don't. It'd be like that. That bitch is good. These are like my kind of beers, to be real. I like stouts
That's how I like them.
and really, really like pungent sours.
I'm a fan of them. Yeah, I mean, that Phantom we had.
Yeah, no, that was super good. Me and Jake we got a phone call. What's up?
Good morning. This is Sky Barnes.
What's up, Sky?
Nothing much. I'm taking some medicine right now, and I just messed up and spilt it. I'm taking some codeine, so hey, we in this bitch.
Rappers taking codeine. That's what's up.
It's prescribed.
So if you
Be
want,
careful with that. You can get constipated.
Hey.
Yeah, you can have that cloggy boy. So if you want 3 of these bottles, I can work it out.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll buy a whole fucking pallet. I'll buy not a whole pallet. Like I'm not.
Case.
I'll buy a whole case of them,
We
and
don't have a whole pallet. We only got like 350. It's very limited.
yeah, so it's very, very limited. 350. That's all they got. So I'll work it out for you, and
349 now.
yeah, because this boy right here.
Promotion.
No, I'm good for it. So
Yeah, no doubt. Like I know you've been hooking me up with all kinds of funky ones. Like so, I only have 4 Nashville beers coming to you. I think everything else. Yeah, so there was like a bunch that Jake. I think there was those 4 that Jake really wanted to go to you. Which one of them is? I think you do have one of these midnight runs. I think you have 2 beers from
Bearded Iris.
From Bearded Iris, which is Travis's baby. And I think you have the Moon Pie, and you have one other. They're all these tall, pint-sized stout cans. So you should be sitting good. And I'll bring some more whenever I do another episode over there. I'm hoping sometime this year, if I can work it out, coming over there and seeing you.
Sounds like a plan.
And I'm
gotta
gonna
go.
I'm gonna hit up the local packaging stores and probably spend $100 on some beer. It'd be all right.
You know how it is, you know. You got some good stuff.
You guys got some good stores, yeah. I showed Austin pictures of some of the places you guys have up there.
That Quick and Save or something. Or...
Yeah, if you see something that you want, I'll buy it and just bring it back.
There's been some dank stuff there.
There's some dankers.
I have got quite a bit for you. I've got I've got one whole 4-pack, or like three or four whole 4-packs, and then like a 4-pack of mixed stuff, and then I got a bottled stout, and then I've got that red wine wild ale, which is pretty tasty.
That does sound good.
And then I've got that grape goza as well.
Yeah, you said about $100 worth.
Yeah, I got some stuff, bro. I think you're gonna be pretty happy.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely excited to have it on the show and have somebody who actually enjoys it drink it on the show. I've had some previous episodes where I brought people on the show that they were not beer fans, so it sucked bringing beer that I thought was really good to people who are not beer fans.
They can't appreciate it.
Yeah, so I brought I had 2 people on that were not beer fans, which was one was Big Jim, who was a bow builder, and he liked rum, and that is all he liked. So every beer that I brought
goes with him, dude. He's a boat builder.
It's okay.
Like maybe doing some like rum barrel aged stuff is like all he should have brought.
Yeah. So with a little bit of preparation, a little preparing beforehand, I probably would have been. Preparation was not one. It was a little sweat, but
a little perspiration.
Maybe if I was a little prepared beforehand, I would have had maybe some rum barrel aged shit, but I didn't. It was like our 3rd episode or something like that. So I had him on, and he pretty much thought everything I had on the show was shit. And the same thing goes for the blacksmith I had on the show. He was definitely not a beer drinker, so he was like, "Yeah, this is pretty much shit." And I was like, "Well, all right."
He's very an opinionated person, though.
Yeah, Trent is very opinionated. So when I had him on the show, I wanted to talk about what he does and how he got into it, and like some of the misconceptions about blacksmithing and how does a blacksmith in our current society become, like, how are they relevant and how do they maintain. So I wanted to talk about all of that, but he wanted to talk about the flawed local artist community and how Albany doesn't care about the artists, and that's what he wanted to take more of a political stand on that. So it was a unique episode. It taught me a lot about guiding a conversation or interview in the direction that I wanted.
True.
Mm-hmm. But sorry, I got roommates blasting my shit up, man.
Speaking of which, I better get home before my girl.
Yeah, man. So Sky, we're getting ready to call it a night. We're sitting at about 11:52, so that's around the time that we start to end it. We've had some good beer. I'm glad you called in. I'm excited about the beer you got on the way, and I've got you 4 dankers on the way. That if you like really sweet stouts, you'll like that moon pie stout, but it's a little too sweet for me. Moon pies are really they love them in Nashville. It's kind of like Spam in Hawaii, so you can only get that beer in Nashville as far as I know. But either way, man, we're calling it a night. Thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir. We'll do it again soon.
Always a pleasure. I'm going to work out an episode where I'm coming down there to Tallahassee to see you.
All right.
Hopefully this year. I've got about 4 weeks, so it's one of those 4 weeks. I think next week's episode.
This damn cough, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully you don't die before then. Knock on wood,
I've
right?
had this cough since the beginning of August, and I've been to so many doctors, and I don't know what's going on.
You don't have COVID, right? I should still come, right?
I don't have COVID, but I've been to like 6 different doctors and spent like $1,000, and no one knows why. Now I'm taking codeine, so hey.
Hey. Rapper life. So I'm coming up there. So my next episode is the episode at the planetarium, and we're drinking some dankers while we look at the stars. But possibly 2 or 3 episodes after that, maybe somewhere around mid-December, if you're cool with that.
Hey, if I'm feeling good, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Keep me updated, man. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Ciao. All right, guys. It's that time of night. We've had some awesome beer for the night. I think, honestly, that Pretoria, I think this is a 53-footer, 53-footer. this, like, Brettanomyces Brett Sour is fucking amazing. I think that's the best beer of the night. I'm probably going to say that this, even though I'm not a huge barley wine connoisseur, that this one is actually really good. This is American Solera, and it is their Ingyak barley wine.
Oh, yeah.
This
a lot
stout,
of great beers.
Peanut butter stout is better than this peanut butter stout. They're both from Nashville. And then we had a couple other good ones. Schwartz beer and a shandy. So...
Yeah, then thank you, Shandy, for clearing the palate out after getting pounded by barley wines and super peanut buttery, thick stouts.
It was quite pleasant, to be honest.
It was a much-needed break.
Shout out Jake, Thay, Sky,
and all
Travis,
the thoughts, too. Shout out to
all them
the
thoughts
out there.
Keeping that whole life right. The beer was great. Thank you for tuning in. If you want anybody to... So check out Crooked Window Photography, Instagram, right? If there's anything coming up you want people to know about.
Yeah, I mean, I do one sell a year, and that's my Black Friday sell. So if you're trying to get in on something, so something that you've been wanting to do, especially with boudoir, that's my one sell a year. I have a lot of people always hitting me up like, can we work out a deal? I'd love to do it, but... I can't afford it right now. That's your time to get in on it.
I was going to ask earlier, but I forgot about it. Has anybody come to you and was like, hey, man, me and my wife want to make a porno. We want you to record it?
Okay, so I did have some people, but not a man or woman. I've had people come up to me and want me to shoot for their OnlyFans or something else. I'm like, okay, well, if it's just boudoir style and whatnot, then and we're doing the whole boudoir experience, I don't care what you use your photos as, but when it comes to doing porn, no, that's just not me. That's not my style.
No, I was just asking if anybody's come to you asking
for that. There has been people who have, but that's not what I shoot. That's not what I do.
You dirty birds.
I don't hate them for it, or it's like I go for it. It's your body. I think you should be able to make money how you want. I'm very much about sexual freedom, but it's just not the style I shoot. So usually
yours is more is boudoir. It's meant to accentuate and show certain things.
It's very much
theme and
for yourself. It's very much celebrating your body, your beauty, what makes you unique, and capturing that on film and capturing that digitally as well. So a lot of times I will shoot some film in our boudoir shoots, and it's really just unique to that person.
What got you into that? I mean, I'm not trying to linger too much.
Yeah,
but what got you into it?
So for boudoir personally, it's like you see all the standards put on women. There's standards put on men, but it's very heavily put on women these days of how you have to look, how you have to be. And
they're kind of brought up with that in a sense. Like you look at Barbie dolls, that's thought as the essence, or that's what perfect looks like. This unrealistic, super thin legs that are double your body length
style.
Yeah,
thing. But going from there and everything, it even goes on to. Now in the modern age, women get pictures taken of them all the time. Everyone has a phone. Everyone has a camera on them. Let's just face it. No matter if you're a woman or a man, most of the pictures out there that your friends took of you are just unflattering. They're just pretty horrible.
Your friends
your friend's gonna post the best picture out of that group of how they look the best, not about you. So a lot of people are, they already have this self-conscious image and this idea of what they look like, but it's not really what you look like. Shooting boudoir has been able to, for me to, once they look at it, the album reveal is my favorite part of it, is showing them afterwards, okay, they see in the digital, but now you see it in a print. Now you have this album that's physically you, and you open it up and it's wow, this is me, and it's yeah, that's you. Sure, you don't maybe go out and get your hair done professionally. I have my own hair and makeup artist that pampers my clients, but sure, you don't have that person doing that every day, but that's you. That's something in you that they just aren't seeing. at that time. And I like showing them like this is you. Like, get that confidence back.
It's more of a focus, like you were saying,
experience.
Yeah, instead of like the other photos that are selfies at Harvest Moon or whatever it's kind of geared towards whoever's taking the picture. They're modeling themselves to look as good as possible, and they don't give a shit how you look. But these boudoir photos it's all about you. The photographer's focused on you and trying to find ways to really bring you out. So when you look at it, you're going to be like, wow, you're able to capture me in film or in a
way
portrait.
that you might not see yourself. I mean, I wake up and look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, wow. And then I have my professional friend photographers that capture me, and it's like, it just boosts my self-esteem when I see photos that are taken from my other friends who are professional photographers, and I'm like, well, thank you. I haven't done any boudoir yet. I'm looking to do it one day with some
Is that
of
what
my
it's
friends.
called?
Boudoir, for guys and stuff. It is kind of the term, and I shoot boudoir not as often.
Yeah, I saw would you count that beach photo? The guy with the tats?
That one wasn't exactly, I'd say boudoir-esque, because with boudoir, it's really the experience of the shoot, so the talking about it beforehand, the planning, it's a whole experience encompassing. I wouldn't say some Victoria's Secret model shooting in a studio that looks like she's just hanging out on couches boudoir. No, she's doing, that's beauty shots and stuff like that. But for that was just more just a candid beach shot on film, which I was very thankful that the guy was willing to.
You didn't know this guy?
Pose for me. No, we saw him coming up, and my girlfriend was joking that, hey, Austin, don't look now, but this is going to be you in 20 years. And I turned around, when he passed me, and I was just like, holy crap, that totally is.
So how did you strike up a conversation with him?
So I just told him, I was like, hey man, I love your look. Obviously I was out there already with my camera.
Yeah.
I brought like 4 rolls of film, and we were shooting on the beach. And
did you get like some contact information and that kind of thing from him? How does that usually work out?
So he had his phone on him, so he got my info so he could get the photo later.
Right.
And he followed me on the Instagram. But yeah, I mean,
you kind of just bring your camera out anytime you're going, just in case something comes up?
Well, not anytime. I mean, I have my phone camera, and you can take great pictures on your phone camera if you're not
super
doing auto.
Advanced these days.
But for this, I was just out with my film camera, and we woke up early in the morning to do a shoot, me and Chris. That I got a lot of great film footage. I just haven't posted it because I hate just bombarding my Instagram with a bunch of photos of the same people, and a lot of times with boudoir, like, I don't use your photos without permission. So I've shot a lot of people who, some people were giving me permission to show anything that's, not implied nudity or nudity. Other people will give me permission to shoot whatever or share whatever I think is classy and looks nice and stuff like that. Like, there's a questionnaire afterwards, and some people just, especially in a small town, and they don't want other people to see it. So it's like, actually, I'd prefer that you just don't share it, and that's totally fine too, because it's about you. It's about your album. It's about your experience. It's the Instagram and other stuff is like, some people, a lot of people who may even at the beginning say, hey, we're not going to share anything. Then they tell me like, oh yeah, like you can share it, because they never seen themselves like that.
They got a little more comfortable, and they actually we're very
and then
proud of
now
it.
they want to be like, yes, let's show this. Like, I want you to show it, and I'm going to show my friends it. Like,
if you guys are interested in it, like, literally, like, contact him. Like, he is pretty booked up. He'll find a way to work it out. If you're not super pressed on time, if you're not like, hey, this picture's got to be taken next week, my anniversary, if it's not something like this, and you're like,
something
hey,
that's definitely scheduled and out, because I do, book out Airbnbs that are for shoots and everything, and I don't like dealing with an overflow of clients. Since I have a job, I like quick turnarounds and getting the albums in people's hands.
The beer back here.
So as fun as it is, and it has as much enjoyment I have, I also want to give my customers the best experience and allot the time to their photos and their session that it should have. So I don't overbook myself, which is important.
Well, it becomes less something when you were really like overbooked, the same way as it goes into I'm assuming a production brewery, is that when you're overbooked and you less enjoy it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it's more so just like
Then
really
you're
just
playing
meeting
catch up.
it's just meeting a time frame and just trying to like knock shit out and get it done instead of just really making it an organic experience and feeling it. And you know, so I get that. And going back to what you were saying earlier about like flooding your Instagram, I feel that. Like I take like doo-doo ass photography on my Instagram, but you know, I might take 150, 200 photos of just stuff that I'm interested in when I'm in a different country. But I will only post one photo.
Yeah.
Like I want to find some photo that encapsulates it and kind of just work it out. But I don't want to just flood 30, 40, 50 posts and just have crazy stuff all over
the
there.
time.
I like, even if you look at my Instagram, like my last photo was probably like 4 or 5 months ago. Like I'm not super active on it. And I try to just post just a couple photos that kind of like encapsulate the experience for me of how I felt. And I don't know. I feel like the more you just like photo drop, then these individual photos have less presence and have less importance. You know, you're just dropping photos instead of like thinking about the photo that you're posting and posting it because it actually means something to you. Or I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent, but
Yeah. I always curate my photos too, so I'll go back and just archive a bunch of stuff and kind of be like, oh yeah, I just want to show this stuff right now. And there's so many photos. I have thousands and thousands of photos I've taken, thousands of film, and
You have to
you know,
have multiple
binders of
terabytes full of
film.
shit.
Yeah. And I've thought about doing another Instagram, but how much can I allot my time to what at this point?
Spread yourself
what I have
fucking
to
thin,
do.
man.
Yeah.
Like a rubber band. Eventually you're going to pop.
Yeah.
I feel
But
that.
It was great being on the show with you. Thanks for having me.
I don't want to hold you up too long, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, next week, hopefully we will be in the planetarium at the Thronatisca. That will be a kind of like reoccurring location, whether we're going to be on a train or in the planetarium or in, you know, either way. We have Todd's a super awesome guy, so he's kind of giving us free run on the place. He likes beer.
Yeah.
And he's
big supporter of Pretoria. Thanks
big
again.
supporter. Todd's a super cool guy. We'll see you guys next week. I'll have some more dankers and I'll have some good company. And I think it's possibly Wyndham and Ryan, and we're going to be in the planetarium drinking some funky stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like I say, every Monday about 10 o'clock to about midnight, give or take. We're a little over that now. I also, if you guys don't know, I produce a show for Stella Fortuna. And it's every Tuesday night from about 9 o'clock to about 11, give or take. And she does readings. So if you're into card readings, if you're curious, you got some shit going on, you can post anonymously and be like, hey, you know, whatever. And she'll pull some cards for you. And I think it's super awesome. But yeah, we're going to call it a night, guys.
All right. Cheers, y'all.
It's been super